Hi, everyone, and welcome to TWF Impact on Axs Tv, or Smash and Inside Farseer. I am Joey Styles, here with Renee Young and with Aiden English. And today on Impact on Axs Tv, we're going to see, well, we don't know what we're going to see here today. But I think we have a good guess of what we're going to see here today. Well, I can tell you what, Renee Young says, I think we're going to see the TWF. I think we're going to see, I believe, and this is just my guess, I believe we're going to see the TWF Women Tag Team Winnings on stake here today. When we see Ember Moon and Ivory, take on Dana Brooke and Eve Torres for the TWF Women's Tag Team Winnings, Renee Young says. You're right about that, Aiden English says. Only a very few wrestling businesses ever would have women tag team winnings outside of Women's of Wrestling. The WWE is the only other one, and IW are the only other ones to ever have a women tag team winnings. And I'm just going to go on the reckoning now to tell all you folks, sadly, to tell the truth. IW was not the first wrestling business to have women tag team winnings. The WWE started out in 9 between 84 YL, ended it in 9 between 88 YL, and brought it back in 29 between YL. So sorry to everyone in IW, all the IW followership who want to believe that WWE only did something after IW did it first. Well, today we're going to see Ivory, and here we got Ember Moon in the ring now, and Ivory in the ring. You know what, Ivory says? It just pisses me off, Ivory says, how here we are, skilled women wrestlers and all, but none of us get a right to go for the TWF Women Tag Team Winnings. I mean, Gil Kim, when Gil Kim showed up, she said, oh, well, that's going to be Nikki Cross and AJ Lee. Well, I'm telling you right now, Eve Torres and Dana Brooke, we're coming after you. Wow. You're coming out. Ah, shit. We're coming after you, Ivory says. Yeah, Ember Moon says. We're coming after you. And we're going to take those TWF Women Tag Team Winnings off of you. And I know just to get Gil Kim out here and make the match, we're going to have to put the ring down and the entrance way down. Isn't that bad? All right, Dana Brooke says. I know, Ivory, you're a former three-time WWE Women's Heavyweight Fighter. We all know that. You won the TWF hard winnings, middle winnings more than once. Yeah, and I won the WWE 24/7 winnings many times. Eve Torres said I was a three-time WWE main lead woman heavyweight fighter, and you don't see me thinking I'm greater. And Ember Moon, we all know about you being the WWE NXT Women's Heavyweight Fighter, being the WWE NXT Women's Tag Team Fighter. We all know about that. We know how your time on NXT was good. Raw and SmackDown not so good. You're 2 to front NXT. Who knows how that would have gone before they let you go. So we're just yielding for someone to come out here and make, come out here and make the match. Well, you do know one thing, Joey Styles said. If they want Gil Kim to come out here and make the match, then they're going to all have to get out of the ring so the entrance, so the coming and the ring to be taken down just to get her out. Alright, Gil Kim says. I know it's some... Alright, everybody get... Shit! Alright. Everybody get back in the ring, Gil Kim says. Ivory, Ember Moon, or do I call you Athena now? Dana Brooke, Eve Torres. Stand there. So, what I'm hearing is Ivory and Ember Moon are bitching, Gil Kim says. So here today on Impact, on Axs Tv, or Smash and Inside Farseer, we're going to see Ivory and Ember Moon take on Dana Brooke and Eve Torres for the TWF Women's Tag Team winnings. Well, we just heard from Gil Kim, who made the match, Joey Styles says, and even though Wikipedia does not want to put Gil Kim down as the IW women's team leader, she is. She's done it many times in the past, and in a TWF, and a Fight Lord can stand up. What the fuck is wrong with him? Stand up! This is for the TWF Women's Tag Team winnings. First, they are Ivory and Ember Moon, and they are the TWF Women Tag Team Fighters, Eve Torres and Dana Brooke. Well, first off, Joey Styles said, who do you think is going to start up this first? Well, it looks like it's going to be Dana Brooke and Ivory are going to be the ones starting it out today, Joey Styles says. Yeah, Renee Young says. And like you said, Ivory was one of very few women wrestlers that could go during her time in Glow before going to WWF, and some would say that Ivory was just there at the wrong time. At the wrong time, some would say. Oh, I know what you're getting at, Aiden English said. Back when WWE women wrestlers, very few of them had any skills, and most of it wasn't even matches. And Ivory, coming back, Aiden English said, that was then, this is now. Folks can scathe WWE and IW and AW about how things were handled in the past. They can scathe WWE and IW more. But that was then, this is now. And Dana Brooke taking down Ivory, the former WWE 24/7 fighter, Joey Styles says. And is Dana Brooke going to get the win here? And don't forget, Dana Brooke is a former two-time TWF women's heavyweight fighter too, Renee Young says. Yeah, he is. She is, Aiden English said. Who's going to break up the 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, and And it looks like Eve Torres broke it up. But most likely it was Eve Torres it was more like Eve Torres, wanting to stop, more likely wanting to stop Ember Moon from breaking it up. But it looked like more like she stopped her own teammate from getting the 3. And now, Dana Brooke brings in Eve Torres. Joey Styles said. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like, Renee Young says. It looked like it was more like Eve Torres breaking up Dana Brooke's 1-2-3. Now the Fight Lord still got to get up. And Eve Torres, who is a former TWF women's heavyweight fighter in her own right, the former overseer of Raw and SmackDown, and the former WWE women's team leader at one time. And there were very few of those, Aiden English says. It was either Eve Torres, Stephanie McMahon, or it was AJ Lee, or it was Alexa Bliss, or it was or Vicky Guerrero or Sonya Deville. Very few of them. Oh, looks like you're not doing very well. Oh, Eve Torres getting taken down. Ember Moon wants to do her move. Oh, it's over. 1, 2. Oh, Ivory just stopped it. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winners. Stop it. Here are your winners and the new TWF Women Tag Team Fighters, Ivory and Ember Moon. Ivory and Ember Moon are now the new TWF Women Tag Team Fighters. And now Dana Brooke and Eve Torres, which we most likely don't think we'll ever see them teaming up anytime soon in WWE. But at the end of the day, they just lost the women's tag team winnings. And some might say that we did it because WWE did it with the WWE NXT women heavyweight, the WWE NXT women's tag team winnings, and the WWE women tag team winnings, Joey Styles said. Or some say they did it because the IW women's tag team winnings, Renee Young said. Where the grounds was Ivory and Ember Moon are now the new TWF Women Tag Team Fighters, Aiden English said. However, it happened. And Jim Ross now is hopefully going to talk with the new winners and see what their hopefully talk with the winners and see what their mindset is or stand is. Joey Styles, Renee Young, I'm going to be talking with the new TWF Women Tag Team Fighters, Ivory and Ember Moon. Alright, Ember Moon. You don't mind if we still call you Ember Moon. Oh, I don't give a shit if you call me Ember Moon or Athena. Anyway, alright, Ember Moon. You and Ivory beat Dana Brooke and Eve Torres, and you're now the TWF Women Tag Team Fighters. I was there before, Jim Ross. See, I was there before. And I will most likely want to think my first run on NXT, before I went to Raw and then SmackDown and my 2 run on NXT, I was there. I know how it is to win women tag team winnings. Me and Shotzi Blackheart were the first ones, well no, we were the next team to beat Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez team. So I know how it is to win women tag team winnings. And I know how it is to win it. Now, I can't say I never won the WWE ones, or the IW ones, or even the OWO ones. Anyway, me and Ivory, we beat Dana Brooke, we beat Eve Torres, and at the end of the day, we're not taking anything away from them because they're skilled wrestlers, they're skilled fighters. Giving the right booking, the right writing, and the right wrestlers to work with, they can put on wonderful matches. But we're still the winners. Yeah, Ivory says. Like Ember Moon said, we're the winners. And everyone wonders, Ivory, are you still angry over how things went? How you went from Glow? How you went to Glow to WWF, WWE? And how you were only a former 3-time WWF women's heavyweight fighter? and how you won the TWF hard made winnings many times? No, I'm not angry over any of it, because I'm one half of the TWF Women's Tag Team Fighters now. Yeah, I wish certain things would have been ran. I wish things would have gone another way. But at the end of the day, you never have any running lead over how things go. And I tell Dana Brooke and Eve Torres, they are great fighters, great wrestlers, great overstars. And at the end of the day, we beat them. If they want to have another match with us, well, we'll be open-minded to having another match with them. Alright? That's my talk with Ivory and Ember Moon, also known as Athena, but we're still going to call her Ember Moon. Back to you, Joey Styles and Renee Young. Well, thank you, Jim Ross, for talking with Ember Moon and Ivory here today on Impact on Axs Tv, or Smash and Inside Farseer. And that's all the time we got here for Impact on Axs Tv, or Smash and Inside Farseer. I am Joey Styles for Renee Young and Aiden English. We hope you like Impact on Axs Tv, or Smash and Inside Farseer, and we'll see you tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown.